Hey guys, if you're looking for great strategy games, then you're in the right video. Today I bring you 10 great strategy games that will make you forget your social life. We start the list with Age of Mythology Retold, a real-time strategy game that recreates the classic Age of Mythology with modern graphics and gameplay enhancements. The game was released on September 4th, 2024 for PC and Xbox. It combines the most beloved elements of the original game with a modern RTS design and visuals, offering an epic and innovative experience for old and new players alike. Retold features a single-player campaign with 50 missions that take players through diverse mythological worlds, including locations like Troy, Midgard, and Egypt. In addition to the campaign, there are online multiplayer modes including competitive and cooperative matches, allowing players to face off against each other or collaborate to achieve victory. A notable addition is the Arena of the Gods mode, where players take on the role of legendary heroes and face divine challenges. The game also includes a level editor, allowing the community to create and share their own content.
Or what creatures you unleash. We trust you will find a way to write your own legend.
Homeworld 3 is the latest addition to the acclaimed science fiction real-time strategy franchise. Released in 2023 by Blackbird Interactive and published by Gearbox Publishing, the game continues the story of the Hygaran saga, focusing on a new threat that arises after the end of Homeworld 2. The narrative revolves around the mysterious disappearance of Karan, a mythical figure, and the collapse of the Hyperspace Gate network, events that threaten the galaxy. The gameplay maintains the essence of the series, with 3D space combat where the player controls fleets of spaceships. However, Homeworld 3 introduces new elements such as megaliths, gigantic structures that alter the battlefield, adding a new level of strategy and tactics. In addition to the single-player campaign, the game includes a cooperative mode for up to 2 players, with roguelike challenges that offer varied rewards and fleets with each victory. A competitive multiplayer mode is also present, allowing players to test their tactical skills against other players.
Even a little unique.
Threat detected. Let's move.
Fail a mission, and your fleet restarts at square one.
Taking fire. Get us out of here.
Carrying her down.
But you can't rely on just one strategy.
Torpedo frigate deploying.
Start the run. Roll in. Let's move.
Threat marked. Targeting to AG.
You see? Just had to change your approach.
Action successful. Power to engine.
The enemy is cunning and will adapt to overwhelm you.
Hold steady. I'm coming around. Direct hit. We will lock. Light them up. Keep them guessing. I'm locked down. Taking fire.
Learn. Adapt.
Good shot.
Leverage all your experience to achieve victory. This is where commanders are made.
Dune Spice Wars is a real-time strategy game with 4X elements, set in the Dune universe by Frank Herbert. Players are transported to the inhospitable desert planet of Arrakis, where the most valuable resource in the universe, the spice melange, is contested by various factions. The game challenges players to balance exploration, territorial expansion, resource management, political intrigue, and military combat to achieve domination on Arrakis, whether through economic, political, military, or subversive means. The game features several playable factions, each with unique abilities, distinct playstyles, and advisors that enhance their strengths or mitigate weaknesses. Among the initial factions are House Atreides, focused on diplomacy and political influence; House Harkonnen, which excels in oppression and military might; the Smugglers, specialists in stealth and underground economy; and the Freemen, the natives of Arrakis, who possess a deep knowledge of the desert and its dangers. Later expansions introduced other houses such as House Carino and House Ikaz, each adding new strategic layers to the game. Manor Lords is a strategy game for PC that puts the player in the role of a medieval lord, challenging them to build and manage their own fiefdom, from a small village to a thriving city. The game stands out for its emphasis on historical accuracy, drawing inspiration from the art and architecture of 14th century Franconia to create a visually rich and detailed world, avoiding the common cliches in medieval games. The gameplay involves resource management, building construction, the development of production chains, and territorial expansion through conquest. The resource management system in Manor Lords is deep and complex. The player needs to collect and process various materials, from wood and stone to agricultural and manufactured products, to meet the needs of their population and ensure the economic growth of the fiefdom. Efficiency in logistics and production organization is crucial for success, requiring strategic planning and adaptation to the different phases of city development. The game also features a combat system, allowing the player to expand their lands through military conquests.
Here we go, boys!
Company of Heroes 3 is the latest addition to Relic's acclaimed real-time strategy game franchise, set in the Mediterranean theater of war during World War II. The game offers an enhanced experience compared to its predecessors, with improved graphics, new gameplay mechanics, and a more extensive single-player campaign. It combines thrilling combat with deep strategic decisions, allowing players to command land, air, and naval forces. The game features two distinct single-player campaigns: the North Africa campaign, which follows the classic RTS gameplay of the series, and the Italy campaign, which introduces a dynamic strategic map where players choose their own path to victory. A new addition is the Tactical Pause, allowing players to fully control the flow of battle in single-player modes. The gameplay involves controlling units, upgrading their equipment, capturing resource points, and destroying enemy defenses in fully destructible environments. Age of Empires 4 is an RTS developed by Relic Entertainment in partnership with World's Edge and published by Xbox Game Studios. Released on October 28, 2021, for Windows and on August 22, 2023, for Xbox, it is the fourth installment in the acclaimed Age of Empires series, marking a triumphant return to the classic formula with enhanced graphics and new additions. The game is set in the Middle Ages and early Renaissance, allowing players to choose from various civilizations, each with their own unique units, technologies, and playstyles. The gameplay revolves around building cities, managing resources, technological development, and strategic combat. Players start in the Dark Ages and progress through four distinct ages: Feudal Age, Castle Age, and Imperial Age, each unlocking new units, technologies, and buildings. The variety of civilizations is a strong point of the game, with each offering a unique playstyle. The choice of civilization significantly impacts the strategy, requiring adaptation and planning to achieve victory. Total War. Three Kingdoms, released in 2019 by Creative Assembly and published by Sega, is a real-time strategy game that recreates the era of the Three Kingdoms of ancient China. It combines the classic gameplay of the Total War series with turn-based campaigns and real-time battles with a unique system of characters and relationships based on the Chinese concept of guanxi. The game offers a rich and complex experience with a focus on historical characters, diplomacy, political intrigue, and, of course, epic battles. The turn-based campaign involves managing a kingdom, including recruiting units, building cities, diplomacy with other kingdoms, and resource management. The guanxi system is central, influencing the relationships between characters and impacting strategic decisions. The real-time battles are tactical and engaging, with varied units and different combat styles, reflecting the diversity of the military forces of the time. The game offers two versions of the story. Romance, based on the literary work Romance of the Three Kingdoms, with more fantastical elements and superpowered heroes, and Record, more focused on historical accuracy. Hearts of Iron 4 is a grand real-time strategy game developed by Paradox Interactive, set in the era of World War II. It allows you to take control of any nation, from the great powers to the smaller nations, and guide them through the global conflict, shaping the course of history with your strategic decisions. The game stands out for its complexity, offering a vast range of customization options, including technological research, the production of military equipment, international diplomacy, and direct command of your armed forces in land, air, and naval battles. The depth of Hearts of Iron 4 lies in its detailed simulation of World War II. Every decision, no matter how small, can have significant consequences in the course of the game. You will need to manage your economy, manage your resources, and build alliances to survive and triumph. The complexity of the game extends to the management of different types of military units, each with its own abilities and weaknesses. It is crucial to adapt your military strategy to the strengths and weaknesses of your opponents and to the terrain.
Germany invades Poland in a lightning strike of air and land forces. King George VI has given his approval for a general mobilization in response to the German aggression. Reports confirm Japan has initiated an unexpected invasion on American territory. Coastal regions including California, Oregon, and Washington are reportedly under attack.
Stronghold. Definitive Edition is a remaster of the 2001 RTS Stronghold. Developed by Firefly Studios and released in November 2023, it offers an enhanced experience of the classic castle-building simulator. The Definitive Edition includes updated graphics, modernized gameplay, multiplayer support via Steam, and a new campaign. The game maintains the core gameplay of castle building, resource management, and strategic combat, but with visual and interface improvements that make it more accessible to modern players. In addition to remastering the original content, the Definitive Edition features a new 14-mission campaign set in medieval England, where the player must gather scattered forces and fight against villains such as the rat, the pig, the snake, and the wolf. It also includes a historical castle trail, with 10 siege scenarios based on famous fortresses. 2 expansion packs, Swine's Bay and Valley of the Wolf, add even more missions and challenges, significantly expanding the gaming experience. Sid Meier's Civilization VII is a turn-based strategy game of the 4X genre, developed by Firaxis Games and published by 2K. The game maintains the essence of the franchise, allowing players to build and manage a civilization from its early days to an advanced society, using military and civilian units to explore maps, found cities, develop technologies, and interact with other civilizations through diplomacy or war. Civilization VII introduces significant innovations such as dividing the game into 3 distinct eras: Antiquity, Exploration, and Modern, each with exclusive technological and civic trees, as well as allowing players to choose a new civilization when transitioning between eras, offering greater dynamism and replayability. In terms of gameplay, the game offers improvements such as the ability to move armies under a single commander, navigate explorable rivers, and manage cities in a more simplified way, with a system of rural and urban districts that streamlines expansion. The game supports solo and online multiplayer matches, with crossplay between PC and consoles, allowing for epic multi-era campaigns or shorter sessions in a single era. Well, that was the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, stay with God, and see you next time.